Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at Starsalvage Reborn for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we went up and recovered some more components, and more importantly, we found some flux coils, which allowed us to fix up the SV here. Just to show you the CPU stats now. We go up to 15,000. We're already up to 9,625, and you can see here what I've done is I've done a few repairs. It's not perfect, is probably the polite way of saying it. You can see I've botched it in a few angles here. I've put a couple of Gatling guns on. I've made some ammunition as well now. Done 2,000 rounds. And we've got virtually everything on board. We've got some pretty good storage. The only thing we haven't got is a scanner. And I think I actually made a mistake in the last part because I actually scrapped a scanner on one of the SVs that we found. So you can see this is all ready to go. But what I want to do in this part is have one kind of last run out with the hover vessel. I'm just going to notice where you got some damage here, probably from those ground troops firing at us. Because, to be honest, I don't really want to go wandering around the planet without a scanner so that I can find targets. So the focus at the moment is go looking for goodies, and more importantly look for SVs where we can actually get an SV scanner, and that would be absolutely brilliant. And we've got to find one because let me just do this and I'll show you the reason why we've got to find one. I think we're okay now. Because if I come to research, the actual scanners, if I remember correctly, are under exploration. So until we unlock exploration and get up to a certain level, we can't actually make any scanners. So we've got to do it the hard way. So we're just going to jump in here, turn the thrusters on, got plenty of fuel. Where are we going to go? My instinct is the kind of, well, we're in daylight now. So if we go west, the trouble is through Polaris territory, and see if we can actually explore the planet. So we are going to go west. So we need to get out of here. And that's north. Actually, yeah, we'll go check out the spider's nest out of curiosity. Just to see if we can, if there's any spiders there now since the creatures have got. So we're go take a look at the spider's nest. And there's something 1.9 kilometers over that way anyway, so the spiders haven't spawned. Okay, so that's fair enough. We're probably all spawned now that I've flown over the top of it. We're going to go for that target there. There's a junk hot scout vessel out there as well. That might have a just a quick check. Yeah, I have got my thingy bob with me. So we're just going to go scooting off in this direction and see what we can find. And hopefully, as I say, if we're lucky, this would be our last outing for the hover vessel. Because one thing I would very much like to do now is start thinking about getting up into space so that we can just see what's going on in space. Because that will, I think if we get into space and we can find a recoverable, what we call it, capital vessel. Right, so wherever it is 1.5 kilometers in 900 meters in this direction. So we'll go check this out. I think we've already visited this junk storage, have we? It's always hard to tell, so we got turned around a bit. Yeah, I think we've visited the junk storage here, so I think we can get through the trees here and kind of scoot through here. keep speed up, keep speed up. I think we've lost speed. Plus there's green trees in there, so I think if we go out this way, that's a little bit too steep. If we go through here, if there hadn't been those greeny tree things, what's that there? Oh, there's spices. Well, we need spices anyway, so just go here, some veggie just over here, the spice plant there. Into the ship. You hear slight bangings in the background. It's because I've got the window open and the wind is blowing on the blinds, because I got vertical hanging blinds in this room. But well, if you live in the UK, you probably know what I'm referring to, in the fact that you can say that we probably had, wouldn't say the hottest, but we've had the driest spring, I think, on record. I think they're saying. I think there's parts of this month, because normally May is a fairly wet month. Stuck on that tree. Yeah, normally May is a relatively wet month, and I can be completely upfront. The amount of rain that we've had where I live, you could probably fill a teacup up, and there are some places which have actually had no recorded rain whatsoever this month, which is I think is incredibly rare for this time of year. Oh, go all this way for a junk hull vessel. Yeah, so it's a bit of a novelty actually. Although, being the fact that I've got a fairly large garden, I have to spend at least an hour a day at the moment watering the garden, which does not help my recording schedule very much. Anyway, I'm sure you guys aren't particularly that interested in my problems and the climatic conditions in the UK, unless of course you live in the UK and you've got exactly the same problems. Feel sorry for the farmers as well, because normally the spring is the growing season, and I think they're suffering quite heavily at the moment because of the lack of rain, because we also had a very dry April. Anyway, we'll go to that junk scout vessel, and I think maybe if we check out every one of these, we'll be okay. We might find something. One thing I don't want to do is fall into the trap that I fell into in the last part, where I started collecting too much junk too early. So I ended up filling up the ship, because I've got to remember that I don't have a lot of carrying capacity. Get the shotgun just in case. I think I might have already looted this thing. I've got a Gatling gun there, but yeah. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Right, I need to kind of go slightly southwest, because I've already kind of had a few encounters trying to get past those Xerex areas. We will be checking them out once we've how can you put it, got the SV, although we're still only going to have a couple of Gatling guns, so we're not going to be able to kind of punch hard, unfortunately. And we're just going to go, I think we're roughly southwest, aren't we? Slightly more south than west, but anyway, obviously this bit's going to be a bit of a dead zone because it's familiar territory. So what I'll do is I'll cut the video here, and I'll be back as soon as we find anything of any interest. Okay, welcome back. Looks like we might have found another SV just here. It'd be incredibly fluky if junk sport vessel. It'd be incredibly fluky if this one's actually got a scanner on it. I think it looks almost a bit like the brother of the one that I retrieved, although it's got slightly different kind of format. Right, this one we are going to bolt this on. It looks pretty cool actually. It looks almost like a helicopter. Oops. Put this in the fridge. I was collecting a little bit of food on the way through. Small vessel. Okay, well, take that as military scrap. Sapien plates. Don't really need the cement. Not the greatest fan of cement. Very rarely ever use it. Fridge. And we got storage repository. Right. Do you have a scanner? Equipment. Detector small vessel. Yes. Where are you? Where? That's the cockpit that way with the bunk. Right, the small detector is in here. I'm going to retrieve the blocks mainly so that I don't delete. So we've now got a small vessel detector, which means in theory we could go back, but I'm going to take the thrusters as well, just in case we need to upgrade the actually I'm going to salvage these, see if we can get some more engineering components. So I'm going to snag these. What we got on the back here, got some jet thrusters here, we've got some engineering, because we might need to build a couple of other bits and pieces. So if we scrap these, somebody actually did pass in a comment, as usual, big thank you for your comments and feedback. Somebody did pass a comment saying that what I should do is get a next tier multi-tool, and I did have a look. There's a reason why I didn't buy it. I think it was the fact that where we get to it. Oh, we can get to it. I didn't realize I must admit I didn't realize I'd got to level 14. Is there anything else in here? Cool, we got the salvage, got the bridge. The wireless connector would be nice. I think I've got a wireless connector on the SV, but just in case, we'll retrieve you. There's an O2 tank there, O2 station. I think there's an O2 station on the thing, but okay, inventory full. That means I must have. Okay, we'll put that there. We'll put that in the fridge. So we got accomplished the main part of the mission, but put you in there. Yeah, I mean, there are some more thrusters here, but I don't want to build the ship up. I want to do a bit more exploration. And I can relax now and just be curious. It'd be really great if I could actually circumnavigate the whole planet. So we're just going to go west and see what we can find. We've got a small junk vessel here. Because what I'm really looking for now is debris fields, damaged tanks, and of course more importantly junk storage as well, because it'd be really great to find a junk storage that's got a big pile of flux cores in it. Right, we're just about to go down into some trees again, which is going to be fun. There's some sweetener there, but if there's any actually on the path, like just there, I'll stop and pick them up as well. So I need the sweetener. So take the eggs as well. Oh, obviously that one's not. Okay. Take the buds. Technically it's still all XP, which is what I need. Right, we need to kind of go over this way a bit, navigate through the trees. some reason this ship likes flying south. But we're going to try and stay out to the west. Got small wreckage, small wreckage. I think we've already... Well, what's that there? Okay, we're going to check that out. Okay, welcome back. We've just found a crashed Sentinel rear. And then, which is what I wasn't really flying towards, but the thing, we've also got Xerex base away to there, but we'll go and check out the crashed Sentinel rear. I mean, it'd be really great to recover this. I mean, if this has got some what we call it's on it, it'd be great. Thrusters, but of course we can't actually take this ship over simply for the fact that it's not technically a capital vessel, it's a base. But I suppose we could use it as a base if we wanted to. Let's see what we got here. So look, bunk bags, we got cargo, a little bit of generally associated junk. Anything else here? No. Showers, flares, group. Okay, nothing really here, though a great source for what we call it, for blocks if you need them. We got to go south now to find out what this admin building is. Oh, go away. He had no ripper dogs with him. Oh, what we got here? Got a reclaimed outpost. Could be interesting. This looks partly familiar. Looks like we might have some... Somebody might already own this, so have to be a little bit careful. Hello guys, who are you? Nope. You're a... Oh, so this is a Polaris building. Okay. That means we can't steal anything. Or we shouldn't be able to. Yes, we can. Can steal things. Just there's nothing to steal. Oh, that's a shame. Oi, out the way. Yeah, I think this goes up and then there's a central column here. You can go up and there's plants in here. Oops, it's got error. Another error. And another error. Okay, maybe coming in here wasn't such a good idea. We can eat the pizza. There used to be loot boxes in here. See if we can find anything. Can't steal your fuel. Oops. Looks a bit like they've actually repaired it because this used to be damaged. Okay, so there's nothing here. Let's have a look here. There's a... Oh, we'll take the 12 rounds. Don't got no radiation or anything, so we're good. Thing there. Oh, we got the loot box. Force fields, assault rifle, promethium, copper ingots. Be no. That'd be useful. Now there used to be something below. I think they put the grills down. If you come here. Nope. Okay, maybe we can go down here. Not sure if we can bust through this floor here. Because it's an admin core, it might not be. Let me just see. So is there a way down? Because in the base game, there's a way that you can go down to the lower level. Ah, there is. And there used to be a side room somewhere with a loot box in it. Obviously, oh no, it might be here. No, it looks like they've removed the loot box. There's only just the one in here now. There used to be one, I think, in this corner in there. But of course, in the our base game, you got to fight your way past all the bug uglies. Let's have a quick look round, just in case I've missed something. What we do now is find the way back up to the top. Okay, so we up the ladder. And that's about it. Well, guys, got a little bit from you. Jump in here, thrusters on. And we're going to continue our journey west. Let's see what we can find. We're on a lake. Where's the lake goes? Yeah, we can cross the lake straight across. So just fly directly. Okay, and what's that? Yeah, we need kind of fly slightly to the left of that Xerax tag. So we'll fly across the lake and see what we can find. Okay, welcome back. What I've done is I've flown down through these lakes, but we seem to be surrounded by Xerax. So this could get interesting. But there's a little bit of a gap in the trees here. So if we can zip through here, there's some small wreckage over here. They've got shuttle wreckage, small wreckage. It says there's something to the south of us, but I want to stay flying west at the moment. Okay, we got a base or something right in front of us. Right, maybe if we go to the left of that mountain, that would give us any cover. I'm not worried about the small wreckage. I'm skipping over all these little wreckages and things. So we're looking for the good stuff. Yeah, I think if we go to the left of the mountain there, we might. Obviously, this is the home of the Xerax. Welcome back. I'm still trying to navigate my way west. The trees are causing a little bit of a problem because I seem to have got into the middle of quite a big forest with the occasional lake trying to go around the mountain here. There's something just in front of us here. Again, there's more Xerax. It's like there's another base or something right in front of us, so we'll go and see if that's the same as the one we just checked out. So just fly through here. Okay, welcome back. It seems wherever we're trying to get to is in the middle of this mountain range, so what I'm going to do is have a go at trying to scale the mountains. This is not recommended with a hover vessel, mainly because it's doesn't really climb very well. I think if we can follow up this shoulder here, we might be able to get up on top and have a look round. Let's see if we can get up here. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. No, we've lost momentum. It's over that way. Maybe we can... I'm sliding back down now. I've lost the momentum. See, we don't have enough thrusters to kind of... We need the momentum to... These are a little bit too steep. We may have to leave that admin building until such time as we've got the SV operational. Right, we're going to have to try and get through somehow here. Hopefully we won't get stuck in the bottom of this valley. So we're just going to negotiate through here. Say that the target we're aiming for is just there, but it's right up in the top of those mountains. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Just found quite a big concentration of plant fiber, not plant fiber, plant protein. So let's call this up very quickly. Don't normally find concentrations like this very often, so we might as well grab them while it's here. A bit of natural sweetener as well. There's some spice. Obviously this is a very fertile glade. I'm not going to say no to it, though I really should be ready for anything that comes at us. Although for some reason the game is being a little bit passive at the moment. Maybe trying to lull me into this false sense of security. Okay, that's oops. It's in here. Okay, so that's given us a fair amount. Oh, missed one right in front of us. Right, we're looking south again. We always seem to get pulled south. Anyway, I think we've got clear of the mountains now because we've got a lake here. We got something 1.57 that way. So we might as well go and check that up because I haven't seen many markers out here so far. Oops. Come on. It's a tree game. You can flatten a tree. Okay, welcome back. Whatever this is, it's being quite resistant to whatever is down here. So, oops, I think we're in the water now, but it's okay. It's possible it might be one of these submerged tanks, although I haven't got a scanner with me. Now it's quite difficult to see whether I'm actually moving or not. Get rid of the gun. I don't think I've got the scanner with me, have I? I think I've put it away. Oh no, there's the scanner. Right, wherever it is over there, 65 meters away. Oh, great. I'll have to dig down to it. Now these fuel containers, I think I can put those into the base So I can use those to fuel up the base. Is that 37? Okay, got everything we can out of that. Get back to the surface before we run out of oxygen. This water's really, really deep. And we'll get back to the SV. Back into here. Yeah, the search. You got a whole load of stuff there, but I just want to keep going west if possible. So we got, these are probably just small bits and pieces. Yeah, we're going to keep going west. There's a refuse pile over there. We can check that out on the way through. Right, we're in the territory of the Interspace Salvage Corporation. So we'll just go this way. So here we are. We're just coming up on a refuse pile. Got a couple of things that we can check out here. Jump out here. Got some tablets and some nanotubes. That's about it. Keep aiming west. We could look in on our friends, the scrap merchants. See what if they got anything to offer. Well, we got a salvage yard. Let's see what they've got to offer. So we just park here. Might be here a little while, so we'll turn the thrusters off and save a little bit of fuel. Yeah, and see what these guys got to offer. We could sell some thrusters. That might make us some money actually. Let me just see. Not medical storage, extra storage. I should have kept those thrusters, shouldn't I? Well, we got a couple of generators. Anything in the other one? Nope. Oh well, let's see what we've got. Thruster M2. Probably he probably won't be interested in it. Jet thrusters, no. Ah. Other vessel CPU extender. No. Probably the only one that's actually well, we can probably sell the generator. It gives us a little bit of extra cash. It gives us just under 1,000. So yeah, we could, I should remember this for the future. There we go, we've got a detector for, so if we couldn't have found one, we could have actually came here and bought one. Okay, so you're no good there. I think what we will do, we can make these, so we might as well try and sell these off for a little bit of cash. Could probably sell the military scrap as well. Anything else? I thought I had a bit more than that actually, to be honest. Okay. Take her word for it. See if he will take the fuel stuff then. Then doesn't look like he's that interested in things. You can sell or get 6 credits for that. What's this? This is an O2 station for an SV. Oh, we can sell that for 138. Sell that as well. So we made a tiny bit of cash from them. I don't think there's anything else to do with this BOI. Good thing to know though if we really need to make some cash. Although to be honest, I tend to be a cashless person, so. Right, how far around the planet are we? We're not that far, but I'm also aware that I'm running out of time. Right. What I'm going to do is just keep going for the moment and see how far we get. And again, same rules as ever. Anything of interest shows up, I'll come back. Okay, welcome back. I've got myself in a spot to bother here, in the sense that I wasn't paying attention and I flew into this kind of a gap in the landscape, which is a bit of a depression. Now I've got to try and find a way to get out. Hopefully this looks a little bit lower. It's got a bit of a slope. If I can get the momentum up. Right, if we go over here. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about something totally unrelated to the game. Okay, well anyway, we're back moving forward and I'll see when something actually exciting turns up. Okay, welcome back. It's just kind of exploring this area. We're virtually nearly all the way around now. But this showed up. It's a discarded pulse laser. Now I'm going to be slightly intrigued over what this actually is. It actually looks like it's a full-blown pulse laser for a capital vessel. Cool, that's pretty interesting. Let me just see. Oh, let's have a look. Yep, pulse laser. Can I call this? I mean, to be honest, I don't really have a great use for it, but there's a possibility that we might get some good loot out of it by scrapping it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to scrap it because it's a fairly high value weapon. So if I scrap it, see what we get. It would be nice to get some high value resources out of it. So we're just, yeah, look at oscillators, flux cores. Whoops, where did that go? Yeah, we got some power coils, some flux coils. Yep, and we got military components. Okay, that is a good find. We'll keep that military. Anything else inside here? Okay, looks like there's a just in case there's anything behind it. Nope. Yeah, those flux coils and was it power coils? What was it again? Sorry. Extra storage. Yeah, the flux coils and the power coils would be pretty useful. We've got a couple of military components which we can hang on to. So that makes it worth the trip. You can see we're only now 12 kilometers away from the Taurus. So we're kind of nearly back home. So, and I'd like to get back there just to finish the video off. So use the lake here to And it looks like whether that new target is could be in the middle of the lake. I mean, if it remains anonymous, so it's some fuel, I won't bother trying to pick it up, to be honest. Anyway, I'll see you once we get there. We've got a crashed goblin. What on earth is a crashed goblin? Put the weapon away so we can swim. Put the scanner back on. So here's the crashed goblin. It's just... okay. No, 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 no. You cheating game. You just wrecked my... okay. That's destroyed by my core. I suppose we got some loot out of it. Oh well. We got some cobalt alloys, carbon substrate. Okay, that's now full. Main constructor. Oh well, it means that now I can't actually core anything, so I'm gonna have to make a new salvage core. But we've got plenty of resources. So what I'm gonna do now is, okay, we're gonna have to kind of go slightly northwest to skirt the Xerax. So right, same routine. I'll see if there's anything. Okay, same routine. I'll be back if there's anything else. Otherwise, we're stopped when we actually get to the Taurus. Okay, welcome back. We're a bit overloaded, but I want to tag this ship here. Because that could be worth something. And I probably would like to come back. It's got some thrusters on it. But as I say, we're fairly full up at the moment, so I don't really... and the ship's... with the rough terrain, the ship's a bit clunky. And it's not like we're that far away from the Taurus, so I can come back and loot that later on. So we're just gonna get over here. Yeah, wow. Can't go directly towards the Taurus. We're gonna have to go west and round using the lakes. We go fly directly towards the Taurus, we're gonna fly straight into the Xerax. So what I'm gonna do now is just fly in a big circle, and I'll see once I actually get to the Taurus. And then we can take stock of where we are and what we're doing. So here we are, we're back at the Taurus. I've come in slightly at angle, but we can slide down into here. Park here so we can unload what we've got into the base. But I'll do that off camera. But what I want to do is now there's two things I want to do. First thing is we're going to come in here. We are gonna put that on. This is definitely the SV1, yes. And just to show you what I've done as part of the fixer-upper is I've created this little cockpit here so that when we're operating down in space, if there's it's too cold outside, I can do that. Oops, no, I took a screenshot. What I can do is click there, press F5, and then I can operate outside with the little cockpit there. I did try to get it closer so I could get into the cockpit without getting outside, but this narrow bit here didn't work. Although I did move the cockpit back a little bit. I think I moved it back 2 blocks because I felt it felt a bit vulnerable right at the front there. One thing we will need to do again, just to make sure. Turn the power off. I must have left the power. Oh no, it's switched off here. And what I want is a flame core. And of course the other thing we're going to do is get all the spare stuff out the fridge that we've been picking up. Everything. Oh, I haven't got as much as I thought I had. But it should be enough to get some more food made. Let's get into here. Oops, player. And we'll make a couple of Dino Royals, and then we'll see what else comes from that. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we'll probably have a go at doing a bit of exploration, get familiar with the ship. If things go well, maybe even take a quick look up into space to see what's going on. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.